Hey guys, it's Kyra and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I am so excited to be collaborating with Coastal Scents to bring you guys this affordable fall makeup look. It's crazy because Coastal Scents was one of the very first makeup brands that I actually purchased from whenever I first got into makeup a couple years ago after college. Like, this was one of the first brands that I splurged on, and it's crazy that it's kind of come full circle because now I'm actually working with them. So this is a really cool opportunity, and I am so excited because all the products that I use throughout the tutorial are all extremely affordable. Okay, so if you haven't heard of Coastal Scents is an affordable, cruelty-free makeup brand that has a plethora of products like concealer, eyeshadow, brushes, eyeliners, lipsticks, a ton of different things. And I am so excited to show you guys how to create this look here using their products. Let me just say, look at this look, okay? Does this look like this was created with cheap products? No. But I am absolutely obsessed with this look, y'all. Like, I can't lie. And the star of today's show is this beauty right here. And that is the Coastal Scents Revealed Matte Palette. You guys, look at this color range, okay? So, you guys know I'm a sucker for nudes. So, this palette here is a very neutral, warm palette. And it's all matte. So for any of you guys who love matte shades and who, you know, kind of stray away from shimmers and metallic shades, this palette here is for you. They have a nice array of tans, beiges, some browns, some purples, and even this really pretty like burnt orange shade. And again, it's all matte and it's under $20, you guys. I believe the exact price is $19.95, I believe. So right under 20 bucks, but you get 20 eyeshadows for that price. And they're a nice size pan and super pigmented. I'll go ahead and insert a clip of the swatches of all of the eyeshadows. You guys, the eyeshadows are absolutely gorgeous, super pigmented. They blend out amazing. And they're just super easy to work with. And again, y'all, it's under 20 bucks. If you are on a tight budget, or if you want something that's beginner friendly, or even looking for products to add to your makeup kit and you don't want to spend a whole lot of money, y'all, check out Coastal Scents. I'm telling you guys, watch the tutorial, see what everything's about. I'm telling you guys will be hooked just like I am. So I'll go ahead and stop rambling and jump into this tutorial on this affordable fall makeup look. Go ahead and check out the first link in my bio. It'll be a link to all the products that I use, as well as much more that Coastal Scents has to offer. And also let me know if you guys have any questions at all on anything that I have used, any products I use, any techniques that I did, anything like that at all. Let me know and I will do my best to answer them for you guys. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And last but not least, don't forget to follow me on social media, on Instagram and on Snapchat. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you all in the next video. Now let's go ahead and get started. Alright, you guys, so first I'm taking the Step 1 Eye Primer by Coastal Scents, and it's applying that to my eyelids with a small stapling brush and also blending it out with my finger. You guys know that this will help my eyeshadow last all day and also prevent any creasing throughout the day. Okay, and now I'm taking this beautiful Revealed Matte Palette and taking the soft brown shade and just popping that into the crease area with a big fluffy brush. This will be acting as a nice transition shade for all of our other colors to layer onto, so it's always good to put down a skin tone color first. Alright, now I'm taking this angled brush from the Coastal Scents Brush Affair 12 brush set in Cherry Blossom, and taking that brush and applying this really pretty burnt orange color to the crease area. I'm not bringing it up as far as I did the first shade. I'm really focusing this color in that outer V crease socket. As you can see, the brushes actually work really well, and after I apply this color, I'm going to also go in with the fluffier blending brush and kind of blend out those harsh edges. This look is all about blending, so make sure you guys take your time on this step and blend out those harsh edges, so everything is really nice and seamless. So now from that same Revealed Matte Palette, I'm going to take this brown shade and just pop that in the outer V area. This is kind of where I start to build up the outer corner and really define that outer corner. So I'm just taking a dome-shaped pencil brush from that same Coastal Scents 12 brush set, applying it into that brown shade and then just popping that into the outer V. And as you can see, it picks up a lot of color. It is buildable, so I'm kind of just starting off with a little bit and then building up as I go, but it creates a really nice, you know, flush of definition. And then from there, I'm going to take this really gorgeous, like, burgundy maroon shade, you guys. It's so pretty. And just pop that in the inner and outer parts of the lid. So on this step, I'm really focusing just on staying in the lid space and applying a little bit of color into the inner corner, the outer corner, and then connecting it right in the center to create that halo effect. And that's how we basically get it. So apply a little bit again onto the inner part of the lid, outer part of the lid, and then connecting it right in the center. And then to darken it, I'm taking just a little bit of this dark brown shade and just popping that into the inner and outer corner as well. And as you can see, if you do this step and really focus on taking your time, it creates a really, really nice, you know, brown, smoky brown halo look that's also pretty blended out as well. Okay, and then for the center of the lid, I'm going to take a little bit of just a white base to apply to the center of the lid. I knew I wanted to go in with a lighter color for my eyeshadow in the center, but I wanted to apply a white base first so that way that color will really pick up whenever I apply the lighter shade, if that makes sense. So basically applying that white base will help to make that lighter eyeshadow stand out a lot more. So I'm taking this really pretty like light mauve shade from that same Revealed matte palette and just packing that on with one of the brushes. It's a small shader brush from the 12-piece brush set from Coastal Scents. And it's really, really packing that on to the lid and then of course blending out any harsh edges after that's done. So just going in with that same dome-shaped brush to blend out those edges. And of course, after you go in and touch up those inner and outer parts of the lid, you want to also make sure that you touch up the outer portion as well. Make sure that everything is nice and seamless and blended in. So now for my brow bone, I'm going to take this really pretty light cream shade from that same Revealed matte palette and just pop that under the brow bone with a smaller shader brush from that same Coastal Scents 12-piece brush set. Clean up any excess fallout right under the eyes with a makeup wipe and then move on to the face. So off camera, I did apply my foundation. I wanted this video to really focus on just the Coastal Scents products. So I did that off camera and now I am back to highlight and contour. I'm gonna go ahead and take my Coastal Scents Camouflage Concealer Palette, which you guys, I was surprised with, to be honest. Like, wait till you guys see it. I'm taking this really pretty, it's like to me, I feel like it's a perfect shade for highlighting. It's like, it's not too bright, but it's also not too dark. It's like right in the center. So I love the way this looked on my skin tone personally. So I'm just of course applying this cream concealer under my eyes, bridge of my nose, forehead, cupid's bow area, chin area, and then kind of carving out my cheekbones to kind of give me a little bit extra oomph under the cheekbones. And now I'm taking just a little bit of a lighter shade, and just applying that under my eyes, kind of brighten those areas up. And then last but not least, I'm taking a darker concealer to apply around the perimeter of my forehead and then also to my cheekbones to help create a nice structured face. Now, as you guys can see, this concealer is applying to my skin flawlessly. It's applying flawlessly. I am using an angled brush from the Coastal Scents 12-piece brush set, so the brushes are making it apply really easily. And also, you guys, just look at how it blends out. Like, the concealer itself is so freaking creamy and so blendable that like it just looks like flawless, okay? And I'm loving how it's not giving a super matte finish, and I love it, okay? So it looks very, very skin-like. It's blending out so easily, and it's also very pigmented. And this kind of gives me more of like more of like a dewy finish, if that makes sense. I don't know, I just love the way this looks, you guys. So just blending it out with a blending sponge. And then go ahead and set those with a translucent powder of your choice. Alright, and then once you set those highlighted areas with a translucent powder, I'm going to also set the rest of my face using a skin tone setting powder, just to make sure that our oil stays intact all day and that the rest of our foundation and concealer and contour cream is locked in place. So now I'm taking a bronzing shade and a fluffy angled brush from that same Coastal Scents 12-piece brush set. And it's applying a bronzer to the perimeter of my face, again, around my forehead and also where I apply that contour. And now to further contour, I'm taking the Coastal Scents blush pot in the shade Bronze Protege, and it's popping that along my cheekbones and along my forehead. You guys, this is such a pretty like dark brown powder. Really pretty, and also adds a lot of definition. I will warn you that a little bit goes a long way. So if you apply a little bit too much at one time, you can just go ahead like I am right now and just dust away that excess powder with that first fluffy brush that you applied your, skin tone setting powder with. So just go ahead and apply that, dust away any excess powder that may be, sitting there or baking. And also, you cannot forget to contour your nose. I'm taking a fluffy blending brush from that same Coastal Scents 12-piece brush set and that bronzing powder that I used before. And it's applying that to the sides of my nose to carve out my nose, basically, and create some more definition. Alright, now for highlight, I'm taking the Coastal Scents blush pot in the shade Croissant, and just applying that to the areas that I typically highlight. You guys know I typically highlight the center of my forehead, the high points of my cheekbone. You guys look at that. Look, y'all see that? So pretty. Again, the center of my forehead, high points of my cheekbones, Cupid's bow a little bit on my chin, and of course the bridge of my nose. I do use a brush for the rest of my face and then just my finger for my nose these days. Now for blush, I'll be taking the Coastal Scents blush pots in the shade Bravado and Glowing Ember, and just mixing those two to give me this really pretty soft rosy pink cheek. You notice, you guys, I love to kind of smile or grin whenever I'm applying blush because it's a really good way to see where the, like how it'll actually look whenever you're actually smiling. So now I'm going to go ahead and apply a black pencil to my waterline. This is the Express Line Cosmetic Pencil from Coastal Scents. And it's popping that in my waterline. I knew I wanted a nice smoky eye, so just popping this black pencil in the waterline. And then blending it out with that same dome shaped pencil brush that we used before on our inner and outer corners of our eyes. I did not apply any excess product to the pencil. I just kind of used whatever was left on there and blended it out with whatever was left on the brush. Again, another really pretty light cream shade, and is popping that in the inner corner to kind of act as just a brightener for the inner corner, kind of help make that area look like really nice and bright and white. And then for lips, I'm taking this gorgeous red lipstick. It's the lipstick number 11 from Coastal Scents, you guys. And as you can see, it's a true red shade, like true red. It's gonna be long lasting, you guys, and it's again really pretty. So after I applied it, I want to kind of ombre it just a little bit. So I'm taking a dark purple pencil and then taking a little bit of that same dark black pencil that I applied to the waterline and applying that on the outer edges to help darken it up some and create some dimension. So off camera, I went ahead and applied some lashes. Now I'm just touching up a couple areas just to make sure that everything is nice and flawless and ready to go. And here's the final look, you guys. Y'all, I am loving this palette, the concealer, the brushes, everything. I feel like you can create so many different looks. You can create a Christmas look, a Thanksgiving look, New Year's look, add some glitter if you wanted to. You can always just spice it up, but you guys, the perfect fall palette, I'd say for sure. Thank you guys again for watching my affordable fall makeup look, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Bye guys.